I helped one of my clients, Jack, go from feeling completely lost, having no structure, to now hitting his biggest month ever in business. And in this video, you're going to watch me and Jack on a call go over the next steps that he has to take in order to scale to the next level, to the 10K month. So let's get into it. Hi Jack,
Hi.
how are you doing?
How are you keeping, bro? I'm doing good.
Nice man, yeah, I'm good too. So how did the call go for you?
It went good, man. It went good. It's another like he has the money, but he needs to get it together. So I sent him the payment link for a deposit. So I think he gets paid next week again. So, or as well as the other guy. So hopefully that's another 1K in the bank.
Perfect, happy to hear that. So yeah, let's just cross our fingers and hope that he actually pays.
Let's hope, bro.
But yeah, man, so I have a lot of stuff prepared for today. Just going to walk you through like a quick thing in Ocean that I've been preparing and some other things as well. But do you have any questions before we get into it?
No, I'm excited to see what you have, man.
Perfect. So basically how this is going to work, it's going to be a little bit different from our other calls because I'm literally like going to walk you through this like with you, and you will have to like answer all these questions and I will like write them down and then we will come up with an action plan in the end. So is that, how does that sound to you?
Yeah, good, bro. Yeah.
Perfect. So let's start up here at the top. So about your ICP. So who do you actually help? Be super specific here, just so I can write it down.
Who do I help? So I help guys that are struggling in the gym or they're not happy with how they look right now achieve results that they want to achieve in terms of physique.
Yeah, okay, cool. And what job do they have?
What job do they have? An active job, like a busy job, a demanding job.
Job. Okay, that's cool. And what problem are you actually solving?
I solve the problem of giving structure and accountability and professional guidance on actually how to achieve their goals in as simple as possible, as fast as possible, really.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. And do they have a buying power, the people that you actually speak with, or most of them?
How do you mean buying power?
So when it comes to like the people that you attract with your social media and the calls that you go on, like do most of them like have a huge buying power, or are they able to spend real money on stuff like this?
Um, well, it depends. Like I suppose it's kind of a mixed bag because the last two guys didn't actually have the money to pay in full, like when I needed them to. But they do have decent jobs. Like I think that dude was an Amazon supervisor in a warehouse, and the other guy's a plumber. So they
Yeah.
do have money. Like
Okay, so it depends a little bit, but most of them, I guess.
yeah, mostly
Yeah, okay, cool. And where do they mostly like hang out online? What specific platform?
Instagram.
So not on YouTube or anything like that.
No, and well, I suppose on YouTube as well.
Yeah, okay, cool. And what have they already tried that did not work? Like if you can be specific on this point, that would be like super good.
Like most guys have tried going to the gym by themselves and they don't have the structure, they don't have a routine. They go in and they just wing it. They have no plan. That's where I come in and I tell them exactly what to do, exactly what steps to take, not only with the gym, but also with the training or the nutrition as well side of things.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And what objections do they have before they buy? Like what are the main objections you get on the sales call with them?
The main objections have been either it's not the right time or it's too expensive.
Sorry, what was the other one?
Too expensive.
Money. Yeah, okay, that's cool. And the thing is, like, I'm going to collect all this info now. Then by the end of it, like, we will like come up with a plan or the next action steps that you will have to work on in order to like get to the next level.
Okay.
So how do you help them? How does it look like from the moment someone gets on board to the end of your program?
How does it look from the moment someone gets on board? So pretty much the first week, before they start, like once I finish the sales call, I build the plan then, and then I send them over a Loom video going through everything. So that's before they start. They have all the information before day one, so they have like either get a gym membership. People don't have gym memberships. Some people need to get food, buy the right foods, prep the food, so that on day one they can start and everything is ready. Then from day one to like day seven, they log everything, and then once a week we do a weekly check-in. So it's like a video call or a Loom video, and that's where the coaching really happens. They can tell me anything they struggle with. They tell me what they changed, and that's where I actually do the adjusting. So that's once a week,
Yeah,
pretty much.
and do they send any videos of them like going to the gym or something like that where you sit down and review?
I tell them to, but lots of people don't do that. Like I tell them if you struggle with form, if you need technique kind of advice, take videos and send them to me. But a lot of people don't feel comfortable videoing themselves in the gym, to be honest. So they don't really ask me too much. Most people are happy enough.
Yeah, I totally get it. So first week, to basically summarize, you build a plan, a personalized plan. You make a loom, like going over it. Then every single week you have the weekly check-ins with them, and that is on calls, right? Not through loom.
No, that's true, Loom. Like I have the option, but a lot of people don't want to have to sit down at a certain time and have a call. Like they'd rather just me send them the video, go through everything, what they did, because they get a form to fill out from me that's like, right, what struggles or do you need anything changed? Do you have events coming up? And I can gather most of the information off that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And after the weekly check-ins, like, is there anything like more like specific that you give to them or that you walk them through, or I don't know.
And not particularly, like it depends on like they usually contact me, or if I know that they're struggling with things,
Yeah.
I'll text them during the week then and check up on them. Or if they say they're sick or something like that, I'll text them and be like, how are you getting on? Are you recovered? But in terms of like anything else, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's cool. And how do you like make money? Is it upfront, weekly, monthly? It is upfront, yeah.
It's upfront now. Like I don't even have an option now for the monthly because everyone's gone for the 1K upfront. The last three guys. So I still have people though that are clients of mine that have been with me since this was just like a hobby on the side. So they're on I think on like 150 a month. And then I have other guys that were on the 220 a month. And then I have other guys that paid 600 upfront, and now
Yeah.
we're at the 1K. It's amazing. People are on different amounts, but they get the same service.
And like when it comes to the upfront fee, like you allow people to like split pay it if they have to, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like that's what I'm kind of doing now with the last two dudes. Like I send them over a link for €50, get that like as like a down payment, and then I build the plan. So even if they don't pay me the 1K, at least I'm getting paid for building the plan and sending it over to them.
Yeah, that's actually pretty smart. And let's say if someone like wants to split up the 1K, like are you only doing two or three times split, or what's your like maximum on that? Like,
Well, to be honest, like I'd go like maximum like three, like if I had to, but ideally like probably two, like 500 now and 500 like in a couple of weeks whenever the next get paid.
yeah, that's pretty good because you don't want them to like split up too much. And you don't send them any contract, or how is it with that?
No contracts. I get paid through Stripe. Like I have Stripe links, obviously, and then once I have it set up that the upfront one is just you pay it once and it's done. But if you're going monthly, it's just recurring. So they have to cancel it, or they let me know and I'll cancel it for them. Whenever they want to stop.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool. And that's what I believe most fitness guys are doing when it comes to charging. Most of them don't have like any contract in place. So
Mm.
I think that's not something we need right now. But when it comes to your pricing structure, it is basically just upfront, as you said. And how long is the duration of your program?
3 months.
3 months. And how, wait, I don't know what I mean with this, but yeah, how many calls do you like usually go on per week with like clients of yours?
Actual clients of mine or like new clients?
So yeah, both, like all clients in total.
I, on an average, maybe like three of actual like calls like this with my clients, because as I said, the check-ins that I do are mostly through, or pretty much every single one is on a Loom video. So it's not a call, but I'm still sitting down for like 15 minutes and making the video and sending it to them.
Yeah, that's pretty good because then you have like lots of time over, because if you would go on calls with everyone, it would be like pretty time consuming. So it feels like you have a great system for that in place. And do you have any specific guarantee when it comes to your program?
No, I don't have like a slogan, like as in like this is what we do, or like every client has a different goal nearly. Like some dudes could be really fat and they want to get skinny, so like that guy there was skinny and he wants to get bigger, so the guarantee for different people is different depending on their situation.
So, or is that something you're coming up with in the call, or you just like skip the guarantee completely, like you just move forward?
Well, I just asked them what the goal is. Like that's the first question I ask. Like the questions I ask on the call are like, what's your goal? Why is that goal important? And what stopped you before? What have you tried? Why didn't that work? And why now? Like, why now are you reaching out?
Yeah,
Like,
okay,
they're the
yeah.
questions.
Okay, so like you're like making a guarantee like based on their needs and their goals.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And do you have any specific upsell system in place right now that you have been using with clients before, or?
No, like, see, like the thing is with different clients, like I try and sell them the next phase. So like it's usually like a reverse diet. If someone's been dieting down for a long time, then you don't want them to just like completely, go back to the way they were and pile all the weight back on. So I'll usually suggest a reverse diet phase. So for like 2, 3 more months, we slowly bring back up the calories, and that stops you from piling the weight back on.
Yeah, okay, that's cool because having like an upsell system, I would say, like that you can clearly follow, that you really have in place is super important because most of the money like is actually made on the back end from your clients. So if you have been getting someone results, like it is pretty easy to like get referrals or to actually upsell them. And I don't know if you have been seeing in a tracking sheet, but I have been like updating it. I don't know if you have been seeing that under, client journey,
Mm.
because in there you can literally like track and see exactly when you should do the upsell with them, when you should send the referral. So that's something I definitely recommend you to start doing with all the clients you have in right now. So you put all their names and details in there and you track their whole progress, because then the tracking sheet is going to tell you when to send, for example, the referral document and actually try to upsell them. So definitely something to do. uh, then also time management. So what tasks right now that you do on a daily basis do you feel like is taking up most of your time and that you feel like is holding you back a little bit?
Well, to be honest, like probably like the content, like that takes me a long time just because it's something that I'm still fairly new. I'm getting like a lot faster at it, and it's easier for me to come up with ideas. And I use like AI to help me like beef it out. Like if I have a thought, I'll just spit that out and say like, can you expand on that? And then I have a few points to kind of talk about on the video. Whereas before I was trying to like come up with the whole thing by myself, and it just took too long.
Yeah, I totally understand. And the thing is, like, your content starts to get really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. The video that you posted today, like, the idea and the way you created is super good. When I say that, I truly mean it. But with the reels that you're doing, I'm just curious, are you doing the trial reels, as we talked about?
Yeah, yeah. I've been trying them. Like I have a couple in there now that I need to actually like convert to like my main thing, but they're not doing too good to be honest. Like the one I did before actually did very well. I think it got like 70 likes or whatever, but this one I think has like two. So it's
Yeah.
not doing as good.
But how long do you have them in there before you post them?
That one was I think 2 or 3 days. I think I have one in there now for like 3 days, 4 days. They're mostly in there for about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, okay, because that's how like you should have them in there for 3 to 4 days, and even if they don't perform, and you feel like your audience would get some value from it, like just post it anyways, because your audience might love it, because it's
Yeah.
different since trial reels are for new people. But you say content, so when it comes to content, is it like coming up with idea, like planning it out or recording it? What part would you say is taking up most of your time?
I I think like I have like that style where I'm sitting down. I'm used to that now, and I can bang one of them out in like maybe like an hour, like between like literally sitting down, record it, edit it, get it up in about maybe an hour. But like the other ones where it's like I did that one with like 2 containers, and like nothing was like going right for me. I just couldn't get it to look good. I was trying the camera in different places, like sitting down in different corners. The lighting was all weird, and it was like that like with that stuff I really struggle with like lighting or like what's a good setting for this or like I always just think it looks like fucked up when I try too hard. Like that's why that one is easy when it's just sitting there and it's just my face like so.
Exactly, and those are really, really effective. But it shouldn't take 1 hour for one video. Within 1 hour, you should be able to get up at least up 3 to 4 videos minimum. But are you
Okay.
coming up with all ideas in like 1 day per week, or are you doing it like once per day? Like coming up with idea, shoot video, edit it, or do you have any kind of structure for that?
Not at the minute. Like there is days where I make like maybe 3 videos. If I have the time, I'll make three, and then I'll save them and try and space them out. But then there's times when I don't do that, and it's like every day I have to sit down and do it. I don't have a good structure at the minute in terms of that at all.
Yeah, and that is what you need in place because like 1 hour for one video is pretty long. So what I recommend you to do and what I personally do myself, of course, we are all different. But what works great for me is that I take 1 to 2 days per week to come up with ideas and like no, I don't like to script videos, but making points about what the video is going to be about, maybe the hook. Then you have like 1 to 3 days per week when you just like sit down and shoot them. So usually when I start to record, I have like 15 videos already prepared that I can just like take up and record. Because the thing is, if you only record one video, you're not going to be in the flow of speaking to the camera. But like if you take out, let's say, 1 to 2 hours of a day to just record content, like the flow and everything is going to sound so much better and so much more natural because you're like in the flow of actually speaking. So definitely recommend you to have like a clear structure throughout the week where you take 1 day to come up with ideas, script, the other day to record, then you can like take the third one to edit. Just saves you tons of time. And getting an editor on board could also help you a lot.
Yeah, no, I know that. I've been thinking about it, and there's been people like messaging me on Instagram about it, like saying I can improve them a lot. But yeah, I like it is something that I know I want to get good at, and like I can feel myself getting better and better, even though it is slow. Like I am improving, and like I'd rather get my own skills up, so I'm not completely relying on someone to do that for me all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is, if you feel like you don't have the time to do all of it, just message me because I have a great editor like on the team that can do it and that I personally use for a few of my videos as well. But of course, like if you have the time, you can of course still do it yourself. But I think like the more we grow this, the like you're going to of course get busier and busier because your calendar is going to fill up faster, etc. So then it might be good to get an editor, but I wouldn't say for now, to be honest.
Absolutely, bro.
So one thing I just want you to keep in mind is creating a structure, do like for the week when it comes to recording content, etc.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely do that this week. Like as I kind of said on that voice message earlier, this like the past like week has just been an absolute just shit fucking week, man. So I'm actually looking forward to getting back into like actual structure and routine and just getting into the work now because it's just been a long ass week, man. So
Yeah, I totally get it. And as I said, like I don't know if you heard my like voice message, but
yeah,
like during these type of 8 weeks, I understand that it's super hard to like put in the work, but I know that you're consistent with everything. Like, so I trust you with this, and I know that like we are on the right track and you will do the work. So you don't have to worry.
Good, good.
And also, like, how many times do you usually post per week on Instagram? Let's start with that.
I'd say like at the minute it's probably like the highest. I think that, well, not this week, but up until a week ago, I was getting at least like one up a day, sometimes two up a day. But probably like 8, 9 a week.
Yeah, and for YouTube, like 0.
The YouTube 0, bro.
And that is where we have to like really start focusing more on, because
Yeah.
on YouTube, like just from YouTube alone, just from the platform, you can get so many new people that are super qualified coming in. And then also for the ones on Instagram, like it's a great way for them to get nurtured and like for you to build up trust. So definitely something you have to do more of. So once every single like week on YouTube as well. That should be the
Yeah.
goal. And I would say that should be our one of our biggest non-negotiables right now as well.
Yeah.
So 1 to 2 per reels per day and 1 YouTube video per week. That's the most optimal thing you can do. And if you of course feel like you have more time, why not do even more?
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
And also, like, are you posting like all the different content styles, like proof content, um, belief shifting, storytelling, etc.? Are you trying to follow all these styles and grab attention content as well? You know, the top of funnel videos.
Yeah, like I need to do more of them. Like I've done a good few like the proof ones now of like old clients and stuff like that. But my still the main one is mostly just me talking to the camera. Like I need to venture out. I've just gone a bit comfortable with doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, and the thing is, like for your page right now, I would say keep the current hate talking style as you currently have on your page here. That should be, as I said before, the main style. You're posting like a good amount of proof content as well. The only thing I would recommend you to do like even more of is more top of funnel videos that are getting more views, new reach, so you actually can get new followers to your page, new eyeballs, because
Yeah,
that's going to help you out a lot.
yeah.
But when I say that, like top of funnel videos, do you have a clear picture of what I actually mean?
Yeah, no, like the ones that are more so like generalized that bring people in, like the ones where you have like food popping up on the screen and you're like doing all this type of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So like try to find your own formats like that works for you on there as well. Because the thing is, the formats that works for someone else out there might not work for you. So it's all about testing like different formats until you find something that really works for you. And I don't know if I've shared that, with the 2 cans my other client did. He got like 4 million views. You know
Yeah,
that.
no, that's the
And
one I kind of replicate a little bit. Not really.
so just like try to find your own, because and then if you see that something is working, just do more of it, but don't just like copy word for word or anything like that. That's
No,
not
no,
good.
I'll put my own spin on it.
Perfect. And also, what type of content like that you're posting currently are getting you the most DMs or calls booked?
The proof stuff, 100% the proof. I think the one with Ben and the one with James were the two that got me the most like messages, and the one with Nikki as well. One of them.
Yeah, so that's really good. And that means like you should be doing even more of it if you can. Like try
Yeah,
to get a few of them up every single week. And one thing that you should like focus more on when it comes to them is like, because like the thing is people don't like, they of course care about the outcome. You of course have to share it in the video, but focusing as much as possible on the pains that you had before. That should be the main goal, and how like their entire identity and how their life like actually changed after getting in shape, because that's what people care about and that's what people pay the most amount of money for.
yeah,
So like do even more proof, because then like it is working as we can see. And when it comes to Instagram and YouTube, let's start with Instagram. What is your biggest struggle right now?
biggest struggle with Instagram. I'm not sure, man. Like maybe outreach, maybe like the chat game, like converting people to calls. Maybe.
Yeah,
I feel
exactly.
like
And
a
in
lot of conversations go nowhere in a way.
so is it like getting them to respond from the first place, or is it like finding new people to like reach out to that has been interacting with you?
I suppose like even just the first message a lot of the time. Well, I suppose that's the same for any like outreach. Really, it's like probably a lot of people aren't going to reply to you like the first time. But even then, if you get a conversation going, it's like trying to like guide the conversation towards getting on a call. I suppose.
Yeah, so of course, the first message that like in most cases have the lowest like rate of everything when it comes to outreach. But it's like I don't know if you have been how much have you been tracking lately?
Tracking.
Yeah, in the tracking sheet when it comes to outreach.
I haven't tracked man at all this week, to be honest.
Yeah. So like try to like get like more consistent when it comes to that because that's where we can see like all the different rates like
Yeah.
in the cheat. But are you just sending one message to everyone or are you like trying to like send new messages, try new strategies as well?
I pretty much run like the same one like for the most because I got a lot of joy with it, and I was like, right, this one obviously works. It's just asking about like how they or what are they enjoying? Are they looking like just to enjoy the content, or is there a goal that they're trying to chase? And like most people will either say, I'm just here for the content, or they'll say, oh, actually, yeah, I am actually training for this, and then they're looking for advice, and then but then it's like trying to get them onto the call after that. That you don't want to sound like too pushy.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of think I probably struggle with the most. It's just not trying to be like get on the call and give me €1,000. Like, I don't want to sound that like that.
Yeah, I totally get it. And that's also like a great ways to, as I've said before, use the like YouTube chat, like YouTube videos in the chat. So that's why you have to be more consistent. So if you ask about their struggles, let's say nutrition, because you have been telling me before that that's what most people are struggling with. And if someone says that in the DMs, send over a video because the trust is going to increase so much, especially if they have like if they don't know you from like in person or anything like that, just from online. So definitely do that as well. And also like you can send me screen records of chats, etc. If you want me like if there's anything specific you want me to review or anything like that.
Okay, spot on.
And as I said, just be consistent when it comes to like tracking the data and reaching out to as many people as possible. And I would also say trying like refine the messages, like try a few different ones because sometimes like a few of them works really bad. Sometimes you can find something that works really good, that is like absolutely smashing it, where the response rate is super high. So just try a few like different messages as well.
Yeah.
And what you can also do is like offering a free resource when you reach out, saying like that you have been creating something specific like about nutrition or anything like that, because people just love that as well.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the feedback form, are you currently using that?
I still haven't gotten any more replies from that. I need to like resend it to people and like double text them to be like, by the way, check your email for this because I think people maybe just haven't seen it.
Exactly. So like really like focus on getting as many response on that as possible because that's where we get the best data. That's also where you get the best content ideas. Just from that one alone, like because then you know exactly why they bought from you in the first place. So then you can create more content around that. Or if they had any objections, you should also create content around that as well. So let's say the money objection. What I recommend you to do is making a belief shifting video around that specific objection. And like the goal of that video should be to explain like basically why people should like put down money to invest into a coach and why that is the game changer.
Yeah.
And also now when it comes to the outreach, so I was going to ask you about this. So how many people do you like currently reach out to every single day?
I try and keep it to like at least
How many did you say?
10
Okay,
at a minimum. Like,
and how often are you like following up with them?
probably not as often as I should be, to be honest.
Because the thing is like that's where the calls are booked. Like if they don't even see your first message, you can do it like just send them a message like, hey, I don't know if you saw this or something like that, because sometimes people will respond from that as well because they might just have been getting busy and then forgot to like respond or open your message. So do that as well, and keep following up. I'm telling you, you're going to book so many calls if you start doing that.
Okay.
And where do you feel like you lose them in the conversation?
I feel like I just don't guide it towards the call. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I end up like nearly telling them what to do without getting them on a call sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Um, so you basically like give them the information, but they never end up jumping on the call.
Yeah, pretty much.
And are you following up with them like often?
No,
And
I
that's
need
what
to
you
do
have
that.
to do. Yeah, because I can guarantee you, many of them are going to book a call like straight away. And like sometimes you book the calls like the 10th or 11th time you follow up with them. That's just how it works. Like, don't be scared to be seen as pushy, if you get my point. Of course, don't sound like, the biggest salesman in the like DMs, but just make sure to follow up like once per week or twice per week.
Yeah, okay.
And what is your biggest struggle with outreach? Is it just like getting the like first message seen by more, or get people to respond to that?
Yeah, well, I think that's probably the biggest thing. I'd say like out of every like 10 I send, maybe like three reply, which I think is actually pretty decent. But then in terms of actually getting on a call, maybe only one. Like, it could only be like one dude a week that I'm actually getting on a call. Like this week, I've had three calls, I think, this week, which is like the best week I've ever had. And I'm charging the most I've ever been charging. So it's been a good week, but that's not the way it has been. Like,
Exactly. And that's what we have to do. Like that's why you also have to focus on starting more conversations, follow up, and trying like tweak the first message, see what works the best. Send the YouTube videos. Like, there are so many things you can do, and also track data, because getting 3 of 10, like, that's pretty decent respond rate, I'm not gonna lie. And so imagine like you just like sending even more messages to them. Like, you're going to get even more people
yeah,
coming on. And of course, that's why you need the content to be able to start new conversations. And also, like, when it comes to the ads that we're going to start as well.
yeah, absolutely.
And sales. So when it comes to your sales process right now, I guess you're just like, you have the sales script, you're just asking them a few questions. If they are the right fit, you move over to the presentation, you collect the cash, right?
Exactly. That's the way it goes now. Like, I asked them very little. It's more like, so the emotional side of the questions that I asked them, as in like the why now, what's the goal, what have you tried, all that type of stuff. Because I have a form that I send them as well. That's where I get all the actual information I need, like how tall they are, what they weigh, that type of stuff.
And do you feel like it has helped you a lot, like diving deeper into their emotions on the sales call?
Yeah, I feel like that's where I used to go wrong, like so much. Like, even the dudes, like, I don't even know if I was with you at the time, but I had those couple of guys that said yeah on the call, and then like I didn't collect on the call, and then I didn't. They never paid, and then it was it's too expensive, or I thought about it's not the right time. But what I noticed was on them calls, I was jumping the gun like way too early. Like, I never asked them, why does this matter? Why is it important? And I never got them to like sell themselves. I was trying to sell the plan to them. Whereas now it's flipped.
That's really good, because you want to sell like the transformation, the way their identity is going to shift, and that's like why you have to dive into their emotions in order to do that.
Yeah.
So really, really good. And the thing is, we are going to increase the prices like soon again. Um, so yeah, it feels like, as I've said like 10 times now, you're on the right track, and this is like how it should look like.
Yeah, no, it is. It feels like definitely we're doing something right.
And what would you say like is your current close rate? Of course, like, if you have it in the tracking sheet, you should be able to find it there. But like, do you know
Oh,
kind
I
of what that
suppose
is?
it's there's only been like three dudes I think ever that I've gotten a call with that haven't gone for it, but they've been recent enough. That was at the 600 when I was charging 600 for the 3 months up front. There's two guys that were like yeah, 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 and then when it came to paying, they were like no, no, no. So, well, apart from that, everyone's been like yeah, let's fucking do it. Even the guys that are on the 1K, like, doesn't even feel weird anymore asking for that on the call, or I don't feel all like stuttery when I'm trying to get out. Like,
Exactly, and like if your close rate is this high right now, it means that you're firstly doing something right. They trust you, and what you should then do is like we should start increasing the prices more because it means like 1K, like they're ready to do it. Like it's not a big deal for them. So soon, I'm telling you, maybe get one more on board on this price, then we will increase again. Because the thing is, as I said before, 1K, like it's not even that much. But soon we will get up to 1.5, 2K.
yeah. Like one thing I actually was thinking about as well was like, should I have like longer programs? Like, should I have like right, depending on the fella? Because like realistically, there's a lot of guys that I'm working with now that it's going to take them more than 3 months to get to where they want to be. So like, should I have like 3, 6 months, a year
Definitely,
even,
yeah.
and like have obviously different prices for that?
Exactly. So I would recommend you like 3 months is pretty short, and like the biggest coaches in the industry, fitness coaches, are usually only selling 6 months, months plan or 12 months plan because it takes time and they want to like keep them there for as long as possible inside the program. So
Mm.
definitely more than 3 months. I would recommend you to go up to 6 months or even more than that. And of course, shorts even more.
Okay, yeah. I've been thinking about doing that for a while. I just wasn't sure if I don't know. I don't know why I was not sure. I should have just done it.
Yeah, so like as we said, definitely like I would say 6 months or even more.
Yeah, okay.
And you said that your biggest like the main objection that you get is basically money or like not ready right now.
Yeah, like now isn't the right time. I have this coming up. I have a wedding or I have this, and they're like, yeah, it's not the right time.
And when it comes to sales, what would you say is your biggest struggle right now?
I don't know really. Like, I think my sales is actually pretty good right now. As I kind of said, like, I don't think I'm struggling that much with that. Um, like when we first put the price up, I actually like did like fucking like I was like afraid to say €1,000. So that's why I was like I ran out of water as well, so my throat was like so dry. But that was just the first time. Since then, I've been like it's been cool, like grand.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty good to hear then. And of course, like for I would say like our next call maybe like then I will have like a plan prepared for all of this like how I for example like the prices we should increase to and all of that stuff. So like we're going to talk like even more about that on the next call, which is like in a few days or next week. But
Yeah.
like do you feel like there's like any other struggles right now that you feel like is like truly holding you back from actually like going even further?
No, like I know what like I need to do more of. I need to do more of the content. I've been saying I need to get a YouTube video for the past like 3 weeks and I just haven't done it. So like that's on me. Like it's not on you. You're telling me what to do, but I need to just fucking do it, man. So I know what needs to be done essentially. But there's nothing I can really think of that we haven't talked about that is holding me back per se.
Yeah, so I would say like the main things we should be focusing on right now is firstly getting the YouTube up, more content as well, sending the feedback form, like getting the ads up as well, start testing them to see how they perform, and then do even more outreach from content and the new ads that we will be running. And also like we're going to increase the prices as well because your sales process is it feels like that's pretty dialed in right now. You know what you're doing, so it's just about increasing that as well and start booking more calls. That are like the main things I would say. And also like creating a clear structure for the week when it comes to creating your content, so you know exactly like what you should do like every single day when it comes to that. Because I don't recommend you to like keep doing the things that you're currently doing right now, where you like wake up, you do one video per day, and on that day you script, record, and edit. So like definitely like have a clear structure for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like implement that like going forward definitely because I just feel like even like I'm just kind of No, there's no good rhythm to what I'm doing right now. It's like, okay, run and do this, and then do this, and then it takes more time, as you said as well. And I'll be in the flow of talking in the videos if I do them all at the one time too. It's definitely, I will do that.
Perfect. But do you feel like you're clear right now on what next steps are and what you have to do, like during
Yeah,
this week?
yeah.
And
Free or feedback form, follow up with people in DMs, post a video on YouTube, keep posting reels, and try different forms of reels. Main things.
exactly. And do you have any questions?
No, not really. Like, actually, there is one thing with the ads, man. Like, I'm really struggling to get that up and running there because I don't know what I've done, but like when I download that video, like the voice of me talking is gone as well. So like, and then I don't know, I'm bad with that editing stuff. So like, I think I'll be able to sort it out, but I might give you a shout out later on if I can't get it up and going.
Yeah, so what you can do, like if you don't find a way to do it, you can always like send it over to me in worst case scenario and I can like try to fix it up for you. But is it like when you try to download it from Instagram or where?
Yeah, like if I download it from Instagram, I thought it was just going to get rid of the music. So I was like, okay, grand, download it, put the royalty-free music on it, and then just put it back up. But I can't do that, and I don't know. I can't find any of the videos that I've made in the past. I don't know where the fuck they are. They're probably on an SD card or something like that. So I'll try and find them, but I think I have one nearly ready to go. But I literally had to redo the whole thing from the start, like put all the like overlay pictures in it. Like I basically had to do the whole thing again. And then like posting it, I just repost it. I don't take down the old one. I just stick the new one up with the new music.
Yeah. So like if you don't like find a way to like get them up or something like that, I would say just remake them and then when you remake them you can try to do them even better. So that's like in the worst case scenario if you don't find a time like or if you don't find a way to solve this. But the goal is to like really get them up so we can start testing them because I will also say that is like one of our next goals. Of course, organic should always be like the main thing, but getting the ads up is going to help you out as well. Um, so that's what I would basically say. And do you feel like the ads or they're clear to you, like the plan that they created?
Yeah, no, the plan is very clear. Just couldn't like figure out the actual how to fucking get the thing up. But I will figure it out and we'll get them going.
Perfect, man. Sounds good.